in the Axis Football League. It's not just about strategy or skill tonight. It's about heart, determination, and the will to win. Let's see who is going to advance to the next round of the playoffs and who's packing it up for the year. The offense lines up to kick it off. Collins boots it away. And down he goes. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Duncan on the handoff. Neal wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 18 on the play. Second play of the drive. Duncan drops back to pass. Throws this one deep along the right side of the field. And he's in for the score. They're setting up for the extra point. And McBride will kick this one away. And the kick is good. They'll strike first with that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. And McBride will kick this one away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. Loss of 9. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. Watts will hand it off. Brought to the ground by Christensen. Gain of 1 on the play. Atlanta makes their way up to the line. Player in motion. Watts steps back to pass. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 17. First and 10 for the offense. Gregory takes the ball. He'll be tackled near the 45. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down, 15 yards to go. Watts hands the ball off. And he will be brought down by Carlson. That will push them back 3 yards. Atlanta sets up on third down. Delayed handoff. And he is tackled. That will go for about 5 yards. The offense lines up to punt. Alvarez kicks it away. And the punt sails out of bounds. They'll start things off from the 20. He drops back into the pocket. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. Higgins inhales that pass. Tucker with the tackle. They covered a lot of ground on that play. The defense sets up in a 3-4 set. Player in motion. Duncan will hand it off. Mueller with the tackle. Gain of 18 on the play. Third play of the drive. Duncan drops back to pass. Finds a target on the left side of the field. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second and 10 for the offense. Go! Duncan on the handoff. And down he goes. Gain of 9 on the play. Fifth play of the drive. Duncan drops back to pass. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Walker. That will be good enough to move the chains. First down and 10 to go. Duncan drops back to pass. Finds a target short along the sideline. Ripped to the ground. That will go for about 8 yards. Second down, 2 yards to go. Duncan will hand it off. He's brought down by the defense. Tackle made by May. That will go for about 5 yards. First down and 10 to go. Duncan drops back to pass. He's not going anywhere. Chapman sacked him. They'll lose 8 on the play. Second down and long. They'll send a player in motion. Hands it to the runner on the right side. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That will be good for about 1. Third down. QB back to pass. Tosses it over the middle of the field. And he's immediately brought down. They covered a lot of ground on that play. And out comes the field goal unit. It's up. And it's good. They'll widen the gap a bit with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. McBride with the kick. Shakes off the first tackle. He's put to the turf. First and 10 for the offense. Watts will hand it off. Wrapped up, brought down. Paul got him. That'll be good for a couple yards. Atlanta makes their way to the line here on second down. QB fakes the handoff and takes it himself. And he is tackled. Gain of 4 on the play. He finds a receiver over the middle, just beyond the line of scrimmage. And Bauer wrestles him to the ground. That will be good for about 6. Fourth play of the drive. Player in motion to the left. Go! Watts hands the ball off. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. First down, Atlanta. First and 10. Watts hands the ball off. Breaks away from the first defender. And he is eventually brought down. Gain of 14 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. They'll lose a ton on that play. Atlanta makes their way to the line here on second down. Looking for a target way downfield. And the pass is incomplete. Atlanta sets up on third down. Watts looking to throw. He makes the throw down near the 15. Complete to McGee. And he'll be pulled up a chunk of yards on that play. First and 10 for the offense. Motion for the offense. Watts steps back to pass. Looking short for a target. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Jackson. Gain of 6 on the play. Atlanta makes their way to the line here on second down. Player in motion to the right. Go! Watts will hand it off. Gregory wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 3 on the play. Third down. Watts looking to throw. He makes the throw near the goal line. Wrapped up, brought down. Paul got him. They'll pick up a couple yards there. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. He makes the toss off. They break the plane. Atlanta touchdown. They'll opt for the single point attempt here. It's up. And the extra point is good. Atlanta eats away at the lead a bit. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He boots it away. Sheds off the first tackle. And the tackle is made. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Duncan drops back to pass. He's got a receiver near the 30. And the tackle will be made by Nichols. They covered a lot of ground on that play. Second play of the drive. That will do it for the first quarter. A close game so far today. First and 10 for the offense. Duncan steps back to throw. He makes the throw over to the sideline. It's hauled in by Hale, and he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Walker. A nice pickup there by the offense. Two backs for the offense. Quarterback on the design to draw. Gamble with the tackle. Loss of 4. The offense comes in on second down. 8 yards to go. Duncan steps back to throw. And he's brought down in the backfield for a sack. Loss of 9. Third down and long. Steps into the pocket. Duncan tosses it up. And Walker tackles him to the ground. That will keep the chains moving. First down and goal for the offense. Player in motion to the right. Duncan will hand it off. He's tackled. That will go for about 5 yards. Second and goal. Duncan will hand it off. And he'll be tackled near the line. Gain of 1 on the play. The offense comes to the line on third and goal. Hits right to the runner. And he's in for the score. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. That score extends their lead. Here comes the kicking team. The kick's away. Shakes off the first tackle. Ripped to the ground. Atlanta getting set to start off this drive. Player in motion to the right. Watts looking to throw. He's got single coverage deep, looking to make something happen. McGee inhales that pass. And he's tackled right away. A huge pickup there by the offense. The defense sets up in a nickel set. The runner takes the pitch left. Atkins with the tackle. A nice pickup there by the offense. A fresh set of downs for Atlanta. Watts steps back to pass. Throws the ball. Complete. Wrapped up, brought down. Lawrence with the tackle. That's good for 10 yards. Second down for the offense. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches. Watts hands the ball off. And they're in. Touchdown, hot Atlanta. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Collins boots it away. And it's good. Atlanta eats away at the lead a bit. Here comes the kicking team. Collins boots it away. The offense will start things off from the 25. Hands it off to the left side. Breaks free from the first tackle, and he is brought down by Bishop. Gain of 13. First down and 10 to go. Duncan drops back to pass. He tosses one up near the 50. The ball is caught, and he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 14 on the play. Third play of the drive. Duncan drops back to pass. Flings one, and he snagged it. And he's stopped up around the 20. A huge gain by the offense. First down and 10 to go. And he safely steps out of bounds. They'll pick up a couple yards there. Second down, 2 yards to go. Duncan drops back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. The defense sets up in a nickel set. Duncan on the handoff. And the defender got him down. Gain of 8 on the play. The kicking team lines up for a short field goal. McBride with the kick. And the kick is good. That score widens their lead a bit. And onto the field comes the kicking team. And McBride will kick this one away. Broken tackle. Ripped to the ground. First and 10. Handoff goes to Gregory. Wrapped up, brought down. Paul got him. Gain of 7 on the play. A 2 tight end set for the offense. Receiver in motion. Watts hands the ball off. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down. Let's see if the offense continues their rhythm on third downs. So far today, they've had the defense's number. Player in motion. Finds a target on the left side of the field. And he's tackled right away. That will be good for about 6. A fresh set of downs for Atlanta. Watts steps back to pass. He lets one go deep down the field. Complete to Person. He's stopped and taken down up near the 10. Good enough for a first down. Fifth play of the drive. Watts on the throw. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're setting up for the extra point. Go. Collins boots it away. And the extra point is good. Atlanta takes the lead after that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. Collins boots it away. And the defender got him down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Duncan on the handoff. He's stopped in his tracks. That'll bring up second down. Second down for the offense. 9 yards to go. Duncan drops back to pass. And it's a sack. Nichols got him. Loss of 9. The offense will operate from under center. Steps into the pocket. Duncan tosses it up. And the ball is batted down. The punt team takes the field. The punt's away. Sheds off the first tackle. Tackled after returning it up near the 45-yard line. Atlanta getting set to start off this drive. Watts steps back to pass. Tosses it over to the sideline, and the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. The offense will operate from under center. Watts looking to throw. Finds a target on the left side of the field. And it's dropped by the offense. Incomplete. The defense can't seem to get off the field on third downs. Let's see if they switch things up with this call. He sets up and throws. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Go! The punt's away. And the punt goes into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. Setting up shop from the 20. Go. Duncan will hand it off. Ripped to the ground. That'll be good for a couple yards. The offense comes in on second down. He drops back into the pocket. Throws this one along the sideline, just past the line of scrimmage. He'll safely step out of bounds near the 40. Gain of 17. A two tight end set for the offense. Receiver in motion. Duncan drops back to pass. He launches one deep over to the right side. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second and 10. Tonight. Play action fake. Track down that ball. Neal wrestles him to the ground. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and 10. First and 10 for the offense. Player in motion. Play action fake. Chapman makes the tackle. Gain of 13. First down and 10 to go. Duncan steps back to throw. Penalty flag on the field. Mueller with the tackle. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. They're going to flag the defense for holding here, and they'll elect to decline the penalty. A huge pickup there by the offense. The offense lines up on first and goal. Go! Duncan tosses it up. The pass is intercepted. And the tackle is made. Atlanta getting set to start off this drive. He drops back. Watts chucks it up. The pass is incomplete. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. Steps into the pocket. He pulls it in. Atkins wrestles him to the ground. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. He makes the throw over to the sideline. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Atlanta makes their way to the line here on second down. He throws it off to the right side. And it's knocked away by the defense. Third and 10 for the offense. Watts hands the ball off. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down. Short gain of 2. The defense will use a timeout here. That will be their first. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Go! Alvarez kicks it away. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. They'll start things off from the 20. Duncan steps back to throw. Tracks down that ball. And the defense brings him down. Tackle by Neal. Gain of 18 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Duncan steps back to throw. He sees a target over the middle. Hale inhales that pass. And the tackle will be made by Tucker. A huge gain by the offense. The offense will use a timeout here. They will have 1 remaining timeout. First down and 10 to go. Duncan drops back to pass. It's hauled in by Hale. And Walker tackles him to the ground. A huge gain by the offense. And the offense calls timeout. That's their final timeout. First and 10 for the offense. Duncan drops back to pass. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second down and 10 to go. Duncan steps back to throw. Batted down and incomplete. The offense coming in with a 2-back set. Duncan steps back to throw. He finds a target over the middle of the end zone. And it's knocked away by the defense. The offense is going to try for 3 here. McBride with the kick. Inches wide. No good. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He drops back into the pocket. Watts on the throw. It's pulled in by Mullins. The tackle is made. That's good for 10 yards. Atlanta makes their way up to the line. QB back to pass. He tosses out a floater. Complete to McGee. He'll be brought down up near the 50. A huge pickup there by the offense. It's an Atlanta timeout. They will have 2 remaining. 1st and 10. QB back to pass. It's pulled in by Lawson. And he will be brought down by Brown. That will wrap things up for the second quarter. Atlanta on top for now with a small lead. The kicking team set up to boot it away. And McBride will kick this one away. He's put to the turf. Atlanta getting set to start off this drive. Dropping back. Watts on the throw. And Bauer with the tackle. They'll pick up a couple yards here. Second down, 2 yards to go. He drops back into the pocket. Watts on the throw. Batted down and incomplete. Third down, 2 yards to go. Motion left. Watts looking to throw. He finds a target up near the 40, and it's knocked away by the defense. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He punts it away. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He drops back. He makes the throw over to the sideline. And he is brought down by Bishop. A huge gain by the offense. First down and 10 to go. Duncan will hand it off. Mueller wrestles him to the ground. They covered a lot of ground on that play. Operating from under center. There's a penalty flag on the field. They're going to get the offense for a false start here. They'll accept the penalty. First and long for the offense. Duncan will hand it off. Tucker with the tackle. That'll bring up second down. Second down and 10 to go. On the handoff. Tucker with the tackle. Gain of 11. First and 10. Duncan on the handoff. He'll be tackled near the 45. That will be good for about 6. Second down, 13 yards to go. Duncan on the handoff. Brought down by Chapman. Gain of 11. First down and 10 to go. Handoff to the right side. And the tackle is made. That gets us to second down. Second down. Duncan steps back to throw. Makes the short throw. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Gain of 5 on the play. The offense lines up on third and short. The receiver goes into motion. Duncan will hand it off, and he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. That'll be good for a first down. First down and 10 to go. Duncan drops back to pass. Tosses it over to the sideline. Higgins inhales that pass. And he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 10 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Duncan on the handoff. And he is brought down by Bishop. Gain of 6 on the play. The defense sets up in a nickel set. Duncan on the handoff. Chapman makes the tackle. That will go for about 5 yards. First and goal. They'll send a player in motion. Duncan drops back to pass. Finds a target on the left. He snags it out of the air. Touchdown! The kicking team sets up for the extra point. McBride with the kick. And the kick will fall short. That will put them out front for now. The kicking team set up to boot it away. McBride with the kick. And the tackle is made. First and 10. Pitch to the right side. Wrapped up, brought down. Paul got him. Gain of 11. Atlanta makes their way up to the line. Watt steps back to pass. He finds a target up near the 40, and the pass is incomplete. One back deep for the offense. Watts hands the ball off. And he is finally dragged down. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First down and 10 to go. He turns it upfield, and he'll slide to the ground to protect himself. That'll bring up second down. The offense comes in on second down. 15 yards to go. Watts steps back to pass. Throws this one along the sideline, just past the line of scrimmage. That will bring up third down. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. Handoff goes to Gregory. And Bauer with the tackle. Gain of 8 on the play. The offense will operate from under center. Watts looking to throw. He flings a pass. Give it to the ATL. Touchdown. They'll opt for the single point attempt here. Collins boots it away. And it's good. Atlanta takes the lead after that score. Here comes the kicking team. Collins boots it away. Slides off the defender. Tackled after returning it up near the 25-yard line. The offense will start things off from the 25. Duncan drops back to pass. Throws a pass, and he misses the target. Second play of the drive. Motion right. He'll pitch it off to the runner. Tucker with the tackle. Gain of 9 on the play. Third play of the drive. Makes the throw to the middle of the field. He makes the catch, and the defense brings him down. Tackle by Neal. Good enough for a first down. First and 10 for the offense. Duncan steps back to throw. He sees a target over the middle. It's reeled in by Higgins. He's put to the turf. Gain of 5 on the play. Second down for the offense. 14 yards to go. Outside handoff. That's the end of that play. Gain of 6 on the play. First down and 10 to go. He drops back to pass. He sees a target over the middle of the field. Tipped away and incomplete. Operating from the gun. Go. He fakes the handoff. And he misses the target. Third and 10 for the offense. Receiver in motion. Duncan steps back to throw. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away. He makes the punt. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. Atlanta getting set to start off this drive. Watts on the throw. Tracks down that ball like a center fielder. He'll be tackled near the 45. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First down and 10 to go. Watts hands the ball off. Wrapped up, brought down. Paul got him. That's good for about 7 yards. Atlanta makes their way up to the line. Go! He's looking for a receiver deep down the sideline. Tipped away and incomplete. The offense comes in on third down. 3 yards to go. Watts steps back to pass. Moves with the grab. Atkins wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 11. A fresh set of downs for Atlanta. Go! Watts will hand it off. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Jackson. That will be good for about 1. Sixth play of the drive. Watts hands the ball off. And he is brought down by Brown. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Atlanta on top for now with a small lead. A 2-receiver set for the offense. Player in motion to the right. Watts hands the ball off. Carlson's got him for the tackle. That brings up second down. Second down for the offense. 2 yards to go. Watts chucks it up. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Atlanta sets up on third down. The receiver goes into motion. Watts on the throw, and he'll be forced out of bounds. That'll bring up fourth down. The offense is going to try for 3 here. The kick is up, and it just sails a bit wide. First and 10 for the offense. The receiver goes into motion. He'll fake it to the back and keep it on the designed run. And he'll slide to the ground to protect himself. Gain of 13. First and 10 for the offense. Duncan will hand it off. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Second down. 13 yards to go. Duncan steps back to throw. He makes the short throw. He safely steps out of bounds. That's good for 10 yards. First down and 10 to go. He hands it to the runner inside. Tucker with the tackle. That gets us to second down. Second and 10 for the offense. Duncan drops back to pass. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. A flag on the play. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. Ooh, his hands closed on the face mask. That's going to be a penalty. They'll accept the penalty. First and 10. He throws one down by the 10-yard line. It's reeled in by Higgins, and he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First down and goal for the offense. Duncan on the handoff. Tucker with the tackle. That brings up second down. Second and goal. Duncan will hand it off. Campbell with the tackle. They'll lose a couple yards there. The offense comes to the line on third and goal. Receiver in motion. Duncan steps back to throw. He sends this one into the... He snags it out of the air. Touchdown! The kicking team sets up for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. They'll take the lead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. McBride with the kick. Ripped to the ground. Atlanta getting set to start off this drive. Receiver in motion. Watts steps back to pass. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. And the tackle will be made by Gregory. That'll be good for about 2. The offense comes in on second down. 2 yards to go. Watts will hand it off. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That'll bring up third down. The offense comes in on third down. 2 yards to go. There's a flag on the play. I think somebody moved. That's a false start. And they'll take the penalty. Atlanta sets up on third down. Motion right. Gregory takes the ball. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Jackson. That's good for a gain of 4. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Alvarez kicks it away. And down he goes. First and 10. He's not going anywhere. Chapman sacked him. That will be a loss of 5. Second down for the offense. Duncan drops back to pass. He tosses one up near the 50. Incomplete pass. Third down for the offense. The receiver goes into motion. He'll fake it to the back and keep it on the designed run. Wood wraps him up for the tackle. That will push them back 3 yards. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He punts it away. Sheds off the first tackle. That's the end of that play. Atlanta getting set to start off this drive. The receiver goes into motion. Watts on the throw. Person makes the catch, and he will be brought down by Brown. A huge pickup there by the offense. One back deep for the offense. Motion right. Watts will hand it off. And the tackle is made. Gain of 10 on the play. The offense lines up on first and goal. Player in motion to the left. Go! Watts will hand it off. Wrapped up, brought down. Paul got him. Gain of 7 on the play. Second and goal. Handoff goes to Gregor. They break the plane. Atlanta touchdown. They're lining up for the 2-point conversion. They'll send a player in motion. Go! And the 2-point conversion is no good. Atlanta takes the lead after that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Collins boots it away. And he's brought to the turf. First and 10. Duncan steps back to throw. Makes the throw short to the sideline. And down he goes. That'll go for 9 yards. The offense lines up on second and short. He drops back to pass. Finds a receiver along the sideline. And it's good from downtown. A huge gain by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. Duncan on the handoff. He's stopped in his tracks. They'll lose one on the play. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. Duncan will hand it off. Nichols got him for the tackle. That's good for 10 yards. Double tight ends for the offense. Right side handoff. And he's tackled. That gets us to 4th down. Atlanta calls a timeout. That will be their first. The offense is set to try a field goal. And McBride will kick this one away. And it's good. They will pull ahead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. On the kickoff. Breaks free from the first tackle. And down he goes. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Watts on the throw. Tipped away and incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Watts steps back to pass. He sends one deep down the left side. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Third and 10 for the offense. He tosses a floater, complete to McGee, and the tackle will be made by Gregory. Gain of 10 on the play. The kicking team sets up for a long field goal. Collins boots it away. And it's good. Atlanta takes the lead after that score. Lining up for the kickoff. He boots it away. Shakes off the first tackle. Tackle after returning it up near the 25-yard line. The offense will look to get things going from the 25. Duncan drops back to pass. Tosses it over to the sideline, and it's knocked away by the defense. Second and 10. Duncan steps back to throw. He'll make the throw short along the right side. And he is brought down by Bishop. That'll bring up third down. Third down for the offense. 7 yards to go. He tosses a floater, and the ball is batted down. Fourth play of the drive. He drops back to pass. Incomplete pass. And the fourth down conversion comes up short. First and 10. Motion for the offense. Gregory takes the ball. And he is brought down by Brown. That gets us to second down. And the defense will call timeout here. They will have 2 remaining. Atlanta makes their way to the line here on second down. Watts steps back to pass. Play action fake. The pass is caught. And he's stopped up around the 20. Gain of 7 on the play. And the defense will call timeout here. That will be their second timeout. Third down for the offense. The receiver goes into motion. Watts steps back to pass. Play action pass. He pulls it in. Atkins wrestles him to the ground. First down, Atlanta. And the defense calls timeout. That's their final timeout. First and goal. And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. Fifth play of the drive. And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. The offense comes to the line on third and goal. That will bring things to a close. On behalf of Axis Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye for now.